Hi statistics students, I wanted to show you how to use your calculator to find a confidence interval on a TI-83 or 84. Okay, if we're looking at something like this problem where we've got percents, so we've got so many so 970 of them use social networking site Facebook. Of them, 15% update their status, find a 95% confidence interval with 3 decimal points. Let me pull up the calculator. Okay. Test. So I hit the stat button, came over to test. I come down to 1 proportion Z interval. Now, I don't know what 15% of it is, so I'm going to say 0.15 times 970 out of 970. I'm not sure it's going to like this fraction, so I'm just going to keep that in mind. 95% confidence interval. Calculate. Okay. Alright, so let me come back. Pull that back up. So I'm going to round that to 146. Calculate, and here is my, okay, so my proportion is, well, yeah, I knew it was not going to be exactly 15%, but here is my confidence interval right here. So looking at a different one, we've got 1,000 adults, we've got 32%, finding a 95% confidence interval, and then margin of error. So let me pull up the calculator. I'm just going to do the same thing. Stat, over to test, down to a 1 proportion Z test. Now this one's easy. 1,000 times 0.32. 320. So 1,000, and we want 95% confidence interval. And here we go. Now, how do you find a margin of error? Well, you just take this lower limit of 0.291, subtract it from your upper limit, 0.349. So 0.349 subtract 0.291. Now this is the whole thing. This is the plus or minus margin of error. So we just divide it by 2 to get our margin of error right there. I wanted to show you this first problem on the homework where we actually have number of people and a 99% confidence interval. So pulling up the calculator one more time. Stat, over to test, down to one more, 1 proportion Z interval. Alright, so now we have people who disagree. So we've got 1, 8, 1, 2. So I can just put in the numbers out of the, let's see, 2, 6, 2, 5. And then I can just change this to a 99% confidence interval and say calculate. And so you can see that I've got the 0.667 and 0.71, and then I rounded it to 4. Okay, there were some questions about rounding. This will help with the Wiley Plus homework. So you can use that to find different intervals, whatever confidence interval you want. So, have fun.